Hello everyone, it's your friendly neighborhood Moshi, and welcome to my first video for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know I haven't made a video in literally over a year. A lot of things have changed since then. Sat down, got myself a full-time job, got myself engaged to the love of my life, and I'm working towards getting married to her within the next 2 years. So, I guess you could say I've kept myself quite busy. But ever since the announcement of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, there was one thing that I was certain of. I definitely wanted to get back into making videos. I kind of got my start making videos originally for Super Smash Bros. Back in the olden days of Brawl. I made tons of videos of me playing with some pals, even organized a couple of really small tournaments between me and a couple of other friends. And had a lot of fun. Fortunately, I haven't really kept in touch with those old friends. Really only one who is still my best friend to this day. But if there's one other thing I'm definitely certain of, is that I really want to reach out and do more with the Smash community. Ultimate has risen to be my favorite game of all time, surpassing Crash Team Racing. Although, since Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled was announced literally the night before Ultimate came out, when that comes out, that's just going to be my favorite game all over again because I absolutely love Crash Team Racing. But I'm getting off topic. This isn't a Crash Team Racing video. This is a Super Smash Bros. Video. So, what am I going to be doing with Ultimate? Pretty much the same thing that I did back in the old days of Brawl and what I wanted to do in Smash 4 but never did. I'm going to be making guides, tips, tricks for literally everything Smash related. Character guides, how to get better at the game if that's what you're looking to do, how to just enjoy the game, because that's something that a lot of people sometimes forget, especially in a competitive game like Smash. It can get really heated in a one-on-one team with another person, but the most important thing is that you have fun with what you're doing. So if you're not having fun playing the game, why play the game at all? So, to start things off with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, we're going to be doing character guides. Now these guides won't be super in-depth about a character, like every single thing that they could possibly do. These are just going to be general guides, like tips and tricks, basically. It will be in-depth to an extent. Wait, hold on a second. This is Melee's menu. That's not the menu I want. There we go. That's the menu that we want. Yes. Alright, so to start things off, I'm going to be doing just, I'd say, relatively simple character guides. I will be going a little bit in-depth, but not every single thing that this character can do, if you understand what I mean. Those guides will come at another time if they're so requested, because those will take a lot of time. But to start things off, just on a general consensus, I'll just be going, I would say, down the line of the roster. I won't go like start from Mario and just keep going straight down to the Mii Gunner, because, you know, if I get enough requests for this specific character to be next, then I can certainly do that next. But to start things off, we're going to do Mario, just because Mario is someone that I think everyone who plays Smash should know how to play, at least fundamentally, because just at his core, Mario is a very good fighter to know how to use and how to fight against. That's another important thing I want to stress, that these guides won't just be about how to use the character, but how to play against them. Because you can know the ins and outs of a character, but then you'll go up against the character and you'll have no idea how to best them. So, with all of that being said, we're going to get into our first character guide on Nintendo's main man himself, Mario, who unfortunately doesn't have the Fire Mario skin because the wedding outfit replaced it, but I digress. So, Mario, has he really changed over the years in his iterations of Smash? In a way, yes. At the same time, no. He's always been relatively simple. Nothing super special about him. Jack of all trades, master of none. And I think Ultimate is probably the truest representation of that. I guess you could say maybe Smash 4, but if there's one thing Mario was really good at in Smash 4, it was closing the distance, rushing you down, and catching you in those nasty grab combos. Which, to an extent, he does still have, but not as potent. So, what I'm going to be doing in each of these character guides first is going over all of the character's moves. I think that is the most important thing that you should know, is just all of the moves of your character, because no matter what you think, even if the move is bad, you may end up using it at some point or another. Every piece of a character's kit is important. That is one important thing that I would like you all to remember. So, Mario. We're going to start with his jab, then we're going to go into his tilts, smash attacks, his aerials, his grabs, his throws, and then his special attacks. And after all of that is said and done, I'll just give you an overall consensus of how good the character is, how I think you should be playing them, and I'd say how much potential that character has. Now, me personally, I believe that everyone in Ultimate is viable, but again, I'm getting ahead of myself. So let's start off with Mario's jab. Mario's jab is relatively simple, but it actually is very important. If you're up close to someone, jab is just always a good way to just snuff them out and stop them from using any options that are relatively laggy. Like if someone's trying to use a smash attack, you can just run up and jab. It's got that nice oomph to it. Ultimate really has that crunch when it comes to hit sound effects. Mario's tilts, also very standard. His forward tilt is just a generally good way to space. One of Mario's better tools in the neutral. At lower percents, if you like start a really small combo, it's a good way to end the combo. Mario's up tilt, now this move isn't what it used to be. It used to true combo into itself just all the time in Smash 4. But it doesn't exactly do that now. It does true combo into itself at like mid percent. And it is still a good anti-air. Like if somebody's trying to jump at you, this is a very good move to stop them from approaching you. Aside from that, it lost a lot of its versatility from Smash 4. So if you played Mario a lot in Smash 4 and you were used to like the down throw and the up tilt combos, those are gone. Those are pretty much gone. Because Mario's down throw, as you can see, it pushes his opponent quite a bit away from him as opposed to Smash 4, so he doesn't really have those combos anymore. Down tilt, still really good. You can't really go down tilt and up tilt anymore. What I usually like doing at low percents is like I'll down tilt and maybe forward tilt. It's not a true combo, but it's just a generally good... Oh, my controller's about to die. It's just generally a good way to space out your opponent. Mario, as you'll come to see, he has relatively short range, but he does have a couple of options that he can use to slightly mitigate that weakness of his. These are still relatively short range attacks, his down tilt, his forward tilt, but they're better than something like his jab and such. Now onto his smash attacks. Forward smash, a very powerful move. Now, Mario has a sour spot on his forward smash. What a sour spot is a portion of an attack that doesn't do as much damage as the sweet spot. With Mario's forward smash, if you hit with the fireball, that's the sweet spot. That's where you'll be getting the meat of your damage and your knockback, so you'll want to space correctly with it. And it has a decent amount of range, all things considered. A lot of times when I'm fighting Marios, I'll just see them dashing back and forward, and then like pivoting their forward smash. Because you'll notice Mario slides, it's a very slight amount, but he does slide a little bit when using his forward smash. And you actually don't want to get hit by this in the higher percents because it absolutely will kill you. Usually not if he hits you with his arm, but if he hits you with the sweet spot, the fireball is going to do quite a bit of damage. Down smash. I believe Mario still has the second fastest down smash in the game, turn 5, tied with the Doc, both the pits, and if I'm correct, Meta Knight, I could be wrong, I think his was turn 4. Again, I'm getting ahead of myself. This is a good move to punish people if they're rolling. Like if somebody rolls behind you, you can hit them with the backswing. And an interesting thing to note about Mario's down smash, as a couple of other down smashes have, the backswing actually does more damage. So if you catch someone with the backswing, you're going to be doing a little bit more damage than normal, and you'll most likely net the kill if they're higher percent. Up smash is one of Mario's best attacks. He's got complete head invulnerability during this move, and I have trouble doing this, but you can actually now out of a dash you can do any attack. That's why I like Mario's jab, because you can just jab out of his dash. But one thing you'll be wanting to learn to do with Mario is pivoting his up smash. What a pivot is when you're running, if you turn around and use a move, that's a pivot cancel. There's also pivot grabs, which have a little... I hit the Y button for grab. I don't know why I got a... Why am I getting a smash attack hitting Y? That's disturbing. But yeah, you can pivot Mario's up smash, because as you see, his up smash starts behind his head. So, like here, I would hit Lucas with the front part of my head, but if I start with behind, like, with my back to him, I'll actually hit him with my head sooner than I would if I'm just facing him. So this is usually a good way to net a kill on someone if you just run up and up smash, like if you pivot it, since it starts behind Mario and his head is invincible during it. And you don't really want to challenge this move if you're coming down on Mario, because it comes out really fast, as you can see. I've gotten punished, like trying to punish Mario out of his up smash many times, and he'll just spot dodge and then just use another up smash, or just throw out a second up smash because he can. So those are all of, oh, I forgot, his dash attack. Dash attack is very good if someone's just not respecting your space. You can close the distance between the both of you. Pops them up in the air. And I really like the animation of Mario's dash attack. It's a little bit different. It's also really good for catching the 2-frame at the ledge. When someone grabs a ledge, there's actually 2 frames of vulnerability that they have. And just for reference for people that don't know much about frames, 1 frame is a 60th of a second. So 2 frames is 1/30th of a second. So it's not a long window time, but if you see someone about to grab the ledge and you throw out an attack that can hit them quick enough, then you can beat it. Mario's dash attack is able to catch the 2-frame quite easily, actually. You can stage spike someone if they don't tech it. Now into Mario's aerials. We'll start with his neutral air. It's your standard sex kick. I'm going to be using that term a lot, sex kick, because that's what these types of moves are. They're usually neutral aerials. They're kicks that a character will throw out, and they stay out in the air for a while. It's like, you'll see there's the initial hitbox, like I can hit Lucas almost immediately, but then there's a late hitbox to it. It's weaker, but it actually does lead into combo opportunities. But Mario's neutral air, really standard, a good move to throw out and break a combo if someone's got you in one. Comes out really quickly, as you can see. Mario's up air is a quintessential part of this kit. It's very good for juggling people once you've gotten them up in the air. And as you can see, it starts true comboing into itself around like the mid-higher percents. So like once you tack on some damage on someone, this isn't a true combo, but like once you start tacking damage on someone, you can like up throw them and string together some up airs. So Mario does still have his ladder combos that he had in Smash 4, so if you're used to that, then you don't have to worry about that being gone. Mario's back air, very powerful. Another quintessential part of his kit. If you want to play Mario spacing out with his back air, you can definitely do that. Just be careful. It's not completely safe on shield, I believe. If you fast fall with it, it's safe, but if you just short hop with it, it's not always safe, just because, like, if I short hop and back air, like, what am I doing? Like, if I short hop and try to back air Luke, well, I have to be, like, standing right next to Lucas in order to do that. But it's usually better against taller characters, shorter characters like Kirby, Pikachu, Pichu. They can even just duck under short hop back air. Mario's forward air, very strong dunk. Does take a while to come out, but you know, if you can read somebody coming back to stage or predict what they're about to do, you can get yourself a delicious dunk. And also true combos out of his down throw. You could down throw them. And, no? Okay, I guess I'm just bad. I know it does true combo out of that at 100%. I'm just being terrible. Mario's down air, it feels really good in Ultimate. It's actually really good to pressure shields with too. You don't just want to haphazardly spam this attack though. But it is a pretty decent move to pressure shields with, and just to sometimes challenge people in the air or catch them out. So you do incorporate this into your Mario playstyle if you wish. I think it's a really good move. So that's all of Mario's aerials. Now we're going to go into his grab. Now, most characters in Ultimate, you'll find that they have a much faster pummel. Pretty much almost the entire roster has a much faster pummel. And you're going to want to make sure that you tack in those pummels whenever you can. Now, Lucas didn't mash out there, obviously, but if someone was actively trying to mash out, I could only get like one pummel in and then throw them. But in the higher percents, you'll have much more time to actually pummel them. Not only that, pummeling gets rid of stale move negation. What stale move negation is every time you hit with an attack, it will deal less damage. Let me actually turn on stale moves so I can show you that. So if I hit Lucas with my jab here, that jab in total did 9.5 damage, but if I use it again, it only did 8.5. The more you use the same move, the weaker it will get, and the game will keep track of the last 10 attacks that you hit. If you push an attack out of that 10 attack queue by using a different attack, then the move won't be stale anymore, it'll be fresh. It's basically a way to incentivize not just using the same move over and over and over again. So like, you won't just be walking spamming down tilt, down tilt, down tilt, down tilt. I mean, that's not even something that you'd be doing as Mario, but you get the point. It's so that you don't keep using the same move over and over again. You wanna keep it fresh, you know. So down to Mario's throws. Mario's forward throw actually is a true combo into his jab. You have to dash forward really quick to get the jab off, but it is a true combo out of his forward throw. I know for a fact it's a true combo out of his forward throw. I know for a fact it is. Maybe I'm just stupid. I remember that true combo out of his forward throw. Maybe on lighter characters or heavier characters, I meant to say, than Lucas. I'm not sure. But if you got someone at the ledge and you just want to get them off, forward throw, never really a bad option there. It's a pretty standard throw, nothing really super special about it, but it's a good throw. Mario's back throw is good for killing at the ledge. That's pretty much what you're going to be using it for. If you've got someone here at the ledge and they're a higher percent. Actually, let me get Lucas over here to the ledge and then bump up his percent just so I can show you. Let's bump him up to, let's say, 100. Get him up to 100, pummel him a few times, back throw him. It's not going to kill him at this percent, but it is going to get him very far off stage. And then you can just go for an edge trap like that. Obviously I didn't make it back, but that doesn't matter. Style points. We'll go into his down throw next. Now down throw, again, if you're used to Mario in Smash 4, this is not a thing anymore. Down throw into up tilts, that's not a thing. If you want that, go play Dr. Mario. But Mario doesn't have the down throw into up tilts. Instead, what you can probably do is down throw into down tilt. It's not a true combo, but it is a good way to catch your opponent off guard. You can also dash forward and no. I keep thinking that you can combo Mario's jab out of his throws. I know I did it at one point, although that was with his forward throw, but I digress. Your combo starter at lower percents is actually going to be his up throw. There was a combo back in Smash 4 known as the Ally combo because professional Mario player Ally, he did up throw into down air and then forward air. If I can actually do it right, I literally just did it right once. You'd actually have to follow their DI to get it correctly. But if you do, it's a pretty decent amount of damage that you can deal. You can also start trying to juggle people with up airs and up tilts. And if you can catch, excuse me, if you can catch someone's double jump with Mario's up air, you can actually net a lot of damage. And none of that was true, but you know, combos don't always have to be true. That's something I'll talk about in another video, but just so you know, for the future, combos don't always have to be true. This is forward, back. Okay, so that's all his throws. Now for Mario's special, his Fireball, really standard projectile. It's actually pretty useful for Mario in certain matchups. Some characters just will have trouble dealing with it. Sometimes they'll just have to shield. And any damage that you can get on a shield is pretty decent. So don't forget about Mario's Fireball. Obviously, as you can see, it stales very hard, like it went from 5% down to like 2.2%, I think. So you don't just want to spam fireballs all the time. But it is a good way to pressure shields and just annoy your opponents and condition them to try and run at you like a maniac. I've done it as the Doc plenty of times. Mario's forward special is the Cape. What this will do is it will slightly stall him from falling. But the main use of it is flipping people around, because if you hit someone, they will turn around. So it's a good way to get people when they're trying to recover. But the main thing is that, let me actually have Lucas use his neutral special. Where was it? Here it was. Neutral special? Oh. That's not a projectile at all. I was thinking forward special, that's my mistake. But Mario's forward special can reflect projectiles. So if you're fighting someone who uses projectiles, like Lucas himself, he has PK Fire as his forward special. So if you time the cape right, you can just reflect it right back at him. So that's a very good tool that Mario has in his kit. His up special is his recovery, the super jump punch, pretty standard. Very good combo finisher. If you've got someone in a ladder combo, like if you do like up throw and a couple of up airs, you can finish it with his up special. Also Cappy. And his down special is Flood. Now, do not write this off as useless. This is very good to use because yes, it doesn't do damage, but it pushes people back quite a bit. and it's very good for gimping certain people's recoveries. Or setting them up for an edge guard, which I completely missed. But people even like Lucas himself, now he does have a tether recovery, yes, but if he needs to use PK Thunder to get back to stage because he's lower than the stage, you can use Flood to try and push them back. Or just people that don't have good recoveries in general, like Little Mac. You saw what I was trying to use as an example there. So don't write Flood out as useless. Flood is very good. Me personally, I don't use Flood as much as I should, and I'm really trying to incorporate that into my playstyle. That's also another use of Mario's kick that I was talking about. So that's all of Mario's moves. Overall, Mario is really standard. There's nothing he has that really makes him stand out. I mean, that's not really a bad thing. Mario is meant to be a beginner character. Jack of all trades, master of none. He's got tools to deal with most any situation. He's got a projectile, he's got a way to reflect projectiles, he's got a way to get people through Flood. He has a very good, just up close and personal kick. He's also got relatively low end lag on a couple of his attacks, like his down smash and his up smash don't have as much end lag as you would expect. So he can be a bit difficult to punish if you're not careful. As for how difficult he is, Mario isn't difficult at all. Anyone can pretty much pick up and succeed with Mario. How much potential I believe he has, to be honest, me personally, I don't think Mario has too much potential. Like, nothing that will make him the best. Like, anyone can pick up Mario and just succeed, like, become top level with him. It's how good you are with Mario is mainly how good your fundamentals are. How well do you play the neutral game? How well do you make use of Mario's kit? Because a lot of the time you'll find out that it's not really the fighter's tools themselves that make him so good, it's how you can utilize them. Now, some fighters are just strictly better than others, that is a fact. But in a general consensus between some fighters, it's just how you use their tools. Like, you could fight one Mario and just completely decimate him, but then fight another Mario and it's like, wow, it is something completely different. So, Mario's very beginner friendly, and he's one of the 8 characters that you start off with in Ultimate, so I definitely suggest picking him up, adding him to your repertoire of characters. I believe that he's one that everyone should know how to play, just at a general base. He's got tools to deal with most any situation, and he's an all-around decent and actually fun character to play. Plus, Nintendo's main man. I'm glad that he gets some love. And that's pretty much going to do it for this Mario guide. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure you hit the notification bell because I'll be pumping out a lot more of these guides in the future. And if there's any character-specific guides that you want to see, or anything specific about like techniques that you can do in Ultimate, feel free to leave a comment and hit me up and let me know. And I'll be sure to get to that at some point in the future. Once again, thank you all for watching, and I hope you all have a good day / night, whatever time of the day it is for you.